देह शिवा पर मोर है चुप कर मन पे कबू न डरो
I know this might be a bit too much, but just down the road in Slough here, 15-year-old girl going to a grammar school got caught in the affection lure. The guy said he loved her and he would send messages on her phone every day, he would buy her gifts, he would do everything for her, and she fell hook, line and sink. What he was doing was trapping her. And then one night he took her to her house when her parents were out, and while they were doing naughty things, he filmed it and he put it on the internet. His friends are saying, bro, how do we know she's a Sikh girl? How do we know she's Indian? You know what he does? He takes her to her house while he's in the act. While he's doing naughty things to her, he picks up his phone, films her, and then points it to Guru Gobind Singh Ji's photo. And then he puts it on the internet. And so people are laughing at the girl, and then also people are laughing at Sikhi. Is this what Sikh girls are? That girl hasn't left her house over a year now. Because you know how many people saw that video? Over 5 million people saw that video. Everybody knows what she's done. She doesn't step outside the house. I'm counseling that girl at the moment. She's scared. So one mistake can ruin your lives, darlings. One mistake. That's all it needs. And this affection lure is when you think that somebody really loves you. Fake love. There's a lot of fake people outside. That's a 13-year-old girl thought she was in love. She fell for the affection lure as well. She thought this guy loved her. But while in the back of a van, he's filming. He's got his mobile on. And then he puts it on. She's from Milan in Italy. I've had to go over there to help this girl. This is 13-year-old. And you know, over 10 million people have seen this. This girl now doesn't go to a local Gurdwara. She doesn't meet anybody from the community. She's become a recluse. She can't step outside because she's damaged. But she thought this guy really loved her. The affection lure gets to a lot of people because you think, it ain't gonna happen to me. These just might be stories, but it ain't gonna happen to me. Remember, 54,000 young children get abused every year in the UK. 54,000. So it can happen to anyone. This is a young girl we were helping at 15. She fell for the affection lure as well. She thought the guy really loved her. And he would buy her clothes, he would buy her flowers, he'd give her everything. And you know what, you have the ideal dream that, hey man, I've watched this on TV and I see it, and this is happening to me in real life, somebody really loves me. Phew, it turned out so sour. He took her to a park. Behind this bush, there were 3 other people waiting. 4 people raped this girl and filmed it. They abused her and filmed it, and then they blackmailed her. We were able to send 6 people to prison, but this girl is still struggling. So think When you're on online, don't put too much information about yourselves. Don't share pictures about yourselves. Don't put everything on the internet. I had a burger today. Put a picture of a burger. Put it on there. Don't do it. Don't tell them anything about yourselves. Okay? Remember that all the time. Remember that Superwoman, Superman brain. Think first. All the time. It'll keep you safe. Don't go this way. Because the stories that I've told you, they went with the bandit brain. And that's what happened to them. Damaged for life. So when you're talking to someone on the internet, chatting away, and you think you're talking to someone as a friend who's known you for 3 weeks, 4 weeks, you've never seen him, you know if he's real or not. You could be talking to anyone. Somebody might say, you're 11, somebody might say, I'm 12, I live in Southall, I do this, I play football, I do this. All the things that you want to hear, I listen to this kind of music, so you're chatting away, but you might be chatting to someone who's totally lying to you. So, when you're chatting to someone on the internet, you don't really know who you're chatting to. It could be someone like this. You don't know. Just a bit overweight, you know what I mean? Yeah, but you don't know who you're talking to. Never talk to someone online if you haven't met them in person. Number one rule. And never give them much information when you start talking to someone. Okay? You don't know who you're chatting to. Okay? 13-year-old, East London, Instagram. Struggling with life, she was bullied at school. She went on Instagram, and within a month, somebody started paying her attention. And because she's never received attention, she thought, wow, somebody's liking me. So every time she put a picture up, he would be the first person I like. Oh, you look good. Oh, you look gorgeous. Oh, you look brilliant. And then within a month, the guy wanted a meeting with her. So she agreed. So she didn't tell her mum, she didn't tell anyone. She caught a train from Goodmayes to go to Ilford. And then he gave her an address. So she went up there. And when she got into the house, 3 people were waiting in that house. And they kept her in the house for 48 hours. And she was abused for 48 hours. This girl doesn't leave the house anymore. She's completely messed up. When we found this girl, 13, she was a wreck. Can you imagine 3 adults and a young child, and that young child's been abused badly? I know you guys are on the internet and cell phones all the time. It's teenagers' lives. How many people got a phone here? You all have. How many people got your safety locks on it? How many people have shared that number with your parents? Good. Well, on the internet, this is called, we do texting, but it's called sexting as well. Where certain people, we think somebody likes us, so we send them a picture of ourselves. Then somebody on the other side says, come on, show me a better picture. Then you take another snap, you send another one. Then somebody says, remove a bit of clothing. Because you like them, you think, okay, I'll remove my top. I'll remove my bottom. And once you're fully naked, they've got pictures of you, you're in their control because they can blackmail you. We've had literally hundreds of cases like that. And remember one thing, whatever you send out, you're not in control. It can harm you. Whatever you send out now on your telephone, you're not in control. And it can harm you when you're in your 30s and 20s and 25s. These pictures can come back and haunt you. You think you might have got away with it. You might have a jealous person on the other side who might not want you to let go of you. We dealt with a case with a woman. She had 2 kids. She was 30 years old, high-flying job in the city centre in London. She did something wrong at the age of 16. Pictures were taken. 14 years later, the guy is still using them pictures to control her. He sent these pictures and he says, if you don't do certain things, I'm going to tell your husband what you did at 16. So what I'm saying is, whatever you do now, when you hit that button on your phone, your picture goes out into cyberspace. You're not in control. The person who receives it is in control, and he can use you, fine, but he can also use to abuse you. So never ever send a picture to anyone, doesn't matter who's requesting it. Okay? Use that Superman, Superwoman brain. I'm not going to send anybody a picture of myself in an uncompromising position. I might send a picture like this, but I'm not going to do it with my clothes off or my top off or something like that. All right? So remember that. Never ever, doesn't matter who's requesting it.